Hi, and welcome to another beautiful episode of G3 Show here on UTV Africa. We're super excited that you're here again. Tune in to watch us, to be a part of this movement. On G3 Show, we empower young girls to achieve greatness. And if that sounds like what you want, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to be talking about an interesting conversation. But hey, meet me. My name is Precious Loris Ifeanyichukwu, and I am your favorite host on this show. So we're talking about the power of values, and I have beautiful young girls, damsels, in the studio here to have this conversation with me. I'm going to have them introduce themselves, but first we go on this short break, and when we come back, we will dive right into it. Welcome back. So let's start with an introduction from my guest. I'll start with you. Let's have you introduce yourself and tell us what we need to know about you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Adadire Victory Adebukola. I'm 15 years old. I'm a high school graduate. I'm a writer, and I enjoy reading and writing books. And also, I love eating. No,
Don't tell me you're a foodie.
I am. I aspire to be a medical doctor. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. Good to meet you. You love writing.
Yes.
That's really cool. Okay, let's meet you.
My name is Blessinimi Inyang. I enjoy sports. I'm 17 years old. I enjoy reading mesmerizing stories.
I didn't see that coming. Okay, so nice to meet you, Blessing. So today we're going to be gisting on the G3 show. We're going to be talking about the power of values. And it's something that I think is very important that we, talk about. So, but before we start, let's even get to understand this word. What's the meaning of values? Let's start with you, Victory.
Okay, thank you. Personally, to me, values can be defined as principles that help us to know what is the difference between the right and the difference between what is wrong. They guide our decision and influence our behaviors. For example, if I see a wallet full of cash that's not mine on the ground, I'm not going to pick it because of my value of integrity. I'm either going to return it back to the owner if I know the owner, or report it to the nearest person.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. And thumbs up for being a person of integrity.
Thank you.
Let's hear you, Blessing.
Okay, for me, values are those norms, principles, foundations, standards that we live by. They help us differentiate between our right and our wrong. If you in everything we do, we should always remember our values. They are those foundations that guides us, that builds us. So yeah.
So Blessing, do you think that young girls should have values?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you must have value to grow. You must do so. If you have value, it helps you to grow, to navigate the life. You won't follow the crowd. So yes.
Amazing. So your values will help you to stand out. You won't follow the crowd.
Yes.
How about you, Victory?
Yes, it's very important for young girls to have value because, like I said before, it helps us to know the difference between what is right and what is wrong. And if they don't have them, it will be easy for them to follow the crowd and be influenced by the wrong people and make poor choices.
So you mentioned that integrity is one of your personal values.
Yes.
Can you tell us more? Let's take like 5. Let's have a quick peek into your best 5 values.
My best 5
as a
values.
person.
Okay. Godliness.
Okay.
Self-discipline. Integrity. Kindness and care.
Wow. That's your top 5.
Top 5.
Beautiful. How about you? Do you have your set of values?
Yeah, I do. My number 1 first value is resilience. I love it so much. Wisdom, discipline, confidence, and courage.
Why resilience?
Yeah, because resilience is the anchor of courage. It's the whispers that say again. Whenever, in every big business, in every successful big business, everything you do that you grow, resilience is that thing that moves you, that keeps you striving, that makes you to survive. So yes, I love it. Resilience is like the muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, the better it is. So yes.
Wow. Thank you very much. And I think every girl actually needs resilience as part of their value set, because it's what helps you to stand up even when you fail, to come back again and try again.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for letting us into your world by sharing your top
Welcome.
5 values.
Thank you.
And so let me ask you, has there ever been a time that any of your values were tried?
Yes, most recently, my most recent one,
Okay.
it was a Rubik's Cube, You know how difficult it can be to solve that thing. So I saw my little brother playing with it, and, it caught my attention, and I wanted to, I just like, this thing, it helps critical thinking, let me try it. So I kept trying to fix it. I kept trying. I think I tried like 7 times. I didn't give up. I continued. I was resilient about it. Then the 7th time I got it, everything was correct. So I was
Wow.
happy. I listened to that whisper again. I listened to it and I moved on, and it was successful. So yes, I didn't look at my failure of the ones I didn't get. So I just
Yeah.
continued.
So that's why you said resilience is your number one
Yes,
value.
yes, my
So by the
favorite.
way, let me even ask our audience, do you have your own personalized set of values? It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3. It doesn't have to be 1,000,001, but it could just be something that you said, these are the things I live by. As a person, I always encourage girls to have their set of values, because like we say again and again, it will help to make decisions for you even when you arrive there, before you have arrived there. So how about you, Victory? Has there been a time that your values were put to tests? And did you succeed or did you fail woefully? Let's know.
Yes, there was a time my values was put to a test. So
Okay.
back then in high school, we normally have this small event, some for like just a little celebration. And then some of my mates, they like to wear some heavy dresses. They buy expensive necklace, jewelries, and other things just for that same event. But I like to wear something comfortable and casual. So I realized one day that one of them, she looked at me like I'm dressing old fashioned or
So casual.
yes. And so when I got home, I thought about it that actually should I change? Should I change because of them? But I didn't. Like I said it that I won't change because of another person. I would keep to my own self. So if I had changed, I would lose my value of authenticity. But I didn't want to lose my true self. So I had to keep myself. Until now, I still dress the way I'm comfortable.
I love that. Dressing the way you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And it means you have your own taste of dressing, fashion, and all that. You don't follow the trend. You do what makes you feel comfortable. And sometimes people don't like us to do what makes us comfortable. They want us to follow the trend and what every other person is doing. So well done on that. I'm glad you were able to, succeed and stand on your ground and be yourself. That's really cool. And I hope girls watching us today, will take a cue from that. So I'll come back to you, Blessing. What can help girls to, stay true to their values even when they are under pressure?
I think the first thing is setting boundaries. Saying yes is your yes, your no is your no. Letting people know that they have limits. Calming down, thinking before act. Like in the book, The Wise Decision, written by Coach Precious, it says making wise decisions at that moment, at that time, there and then. You should make the decision that, I should not allow this person to pressurize me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just have to follow what you know that is correct. Make sure that your values come first before every other thing. And also, I think you should also speak to your parents, your mentor. They'll give you better, what will I say again? Insight on it, so you won't make wrong mistakes. You won't make mistakes. So yeah.
Wow, thank you very much. And I like what you said about, being able to speak to a mentor, being able to speak to your parents, because sometimes when we feel certain pressure, we rather give into it than talk to someone. So we should be able to talk to someone, talk to our parents about it. Thank you. So let me come back to you, Victory. Do you think that friends can influence your values?
Okay, yes, friends definitely influence your values. The reason I said that is because the more time you spend in the group, like you spend a lot of time with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they do, their behaviors start to seem normal to you, even though it doesn't align with your value.
Yeah.
And then later on, their priorities will start to affect your own choices. So they can influence your value.
So friends can influence your values. So what does that tell us about selecting friends?
You have to choose the right friends. You don't have to like just come to someone and be like, oh, this is my best friend.
Yeah.
You have to choose a friend that you know her value is top notch. She has a positive value, not someone who has a negative value. That you always have to support the friend, like when she steals or when she lies. You have to choose the right friend, and you have to take time, even though you need.
Hmm. Powerful. Thank you very much. So I'll come back to you, Blessing. You know, you've been in the Global Giant Girls community and you know some of the values that we teach and train girls about. Can you share some maybe top 5 values that every girl who wants to be a Global Giant girl can, follow? Because on this show, we empower young girls to achieve greatness. So let's give them some quick pick into what they can.
Our number one is confidence. It's all about the confidence, the boldness.
Click it.
The ability to have wisdom, I've mentioned 3. Self-respect, discipline.
Powerful.
That was our 5.
Yes, and she is absolutely correct. If you want to be a Global Giant girl, you want to not be ordinary. You want to be extraordinary. You want to be, celebrated. You want to stand out. Then you want to have these 5 top values. Listen to that again. Okay, so Victory, if you have a friend and suddenly the friend is no longer respecting your values, but you still like this friend, what do you do?
Well, if she thinks that values are not important, then that means our thinking, our opinion is untrue, because values are really important, and it's meant to be important in our life because they are the foundation of everything in our life. And if she doesn't have these values, she would lose focus. She will lose almost everything. She will go to the path where she will later regret. So having a value is very, very important.
So should we, if the friend no longer, maybe when you met this friend, when you started being friends with them, they had certain values like integrity, they say the truth, they are punctual to school, they are very serious and dedicated, they are disciplined. But after a while, they started playing down on those values. They're no longer serious with their academics. They no longer respect people. They're not disciplined again. And you're watching those values shift. What should you do as a friend?
I would encourage her to go back to those positive values, because those positive values she had was already leading her to a great and mighty future. But when she dropped down, she's going to another path that she's going to later regret. So she needs to go back to them to
those values.
Yeah.
Okay. Blessing, what do you think? Are there more things you would rather do in that situation?
Well, I think first of all, I would like we speak to her, because she's my friend. I can't just leave her to suffer, because if I leave her to follow that wrong value, God will also punish me, because I know that I'm supposed to help her. Also, we're supposed to help ourselves to grow. So I'll try to speak to her first. If she doesn't listen, I can seek for our parents, someone bigger than us, our trusted adults, a teacher, mentor, to speak to her.
Yeah.
Then if she makes her decision then and choose not to listen, so we can now leave her.
So be it.
Yes.
You've done your best. All right. Thank you so much, girls. It's been a beautiful conversation with you both. And I've been learning so much from you, talking about the power of values. And we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll dive even deeper into this conversation. Don't go nowhere, because this is still G3 Show on UTV Africa. Welcome back from that short break, and I hope you were able to look at the list of values. If you're still wondering, what are my values? What should be my value? You can start from those. Just pick any 2, 3 and start living your days. Start living your life based on those values. So when you looked at those values, which ones stick more to you, Blessing?
Discipline.
Okay.
I think every teenage girl and every G3 girl should be disciplined. You don't have to be disciplined outside so that people will see you. You discipline yourself from the inside.
Wow.
That will reflect your outside.
Hmm.
So you must not follow things. You must not allow your feelings or impulse to take control of you. You should be able to discipline yourself at every time, every moment, because discipline gives us a long ladder to go far. The more disciplined we are, the better it will be. And if today in Nigeria, if we discipline ourselves, our country will be great today, tomorrow, and forever.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Blessing. So discipline is very key. If you want to start, you can start with discipline. So how about you, Victory? Which one sticked more with you?
Accountability.
Okay.
Actually, like accountability, you have to take full ownership of what you have done. That's why you don't put the lie on someone else. You don't put the blame on someone else. You don't lie on someone else. You take full responsibility of what you have done. And for example, now, a younger sibling stole meat from the pot, and then the mother comes and be like, "Oh, who stole this meat?" And then he's like, "Oh, is this, is that, is this?" And he's not taking the responsibility. I'm going to be talking about accountability, like you're taking full ownership of what you've done. That's why you don't need to do a bad thing, because if you did a good thing, obviously you'll be proud to say, "Oh, I did this."
I did it.
But if you did a bad thing, you'll try to put the blame on someone else. So that's why we're always cautioned to do the good things. For example, if someone stole meat from the pot and is putting the blame on you or someone else, like it's not taking the full ownership of what he did because it's bad. He obviously knows it's bad. So that's why it's always good to do the good thing,
Do the right
and
thing.
always bad to do the bad thing.
Thank you very much. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So let's talk about girls that says values don't matter. Have you ever heard any girl that says something like that, or that believe that, let's just have it anyhow? It's a free world, you just do what you want, what makes you feel good. So do you believe that? And if you don't, why?
Well, I do not believe that values don't matter. I believe that values do matter because it's very, very important in our life. Values do matter because, like I've said before, it's the foundation of everything in our life. And something that's the foundation in our life is very important in our life.
Yeah.
So having that value makes you to do something that you can focus on, you are good at and everything. But if you're not having those values, you can just lose yourself.
Okay. So if you are to choose one value, let me ask you, Blessing, one value. I know you already told us your number one, and I can guess you're going to say that one too. So what would that be?
Resilience.
Resilient.
Yes.
Wow. So you choose it over and over.
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel like resilience is like the master of them all. Because, yes, it's the anchor of many, many, many values.
Okay.
If you want to be successful, you want to be big, you want to grow, you have to always remember that whisper again. To go, keep going. No matter how you face difficulty, you have to keep going. I feel like most of our teenage girls today, they don't fight to just go there. They want everything easy. You have to face some struggle for you to learn, to know what to do, for you to know that this to get there is not easy.
Yeah.
You need to struggle a little bit. Our African parents will say, children, picking wey never eat, we do work fast so that you go and eat. So
Okay.
yes, so you have to like work hard, work hard. Yes.
Powerful. So resilient is very important for you,
Yes,
because it helps you to achieve even every other things that you want to achieve in this
to be
life.
successful.
That's very powerful. So I'm coming back to you, Victory, and I want us to look at where we're living in a world where values are becoming watered down. Girls can go braless in the society, and they're just nobody is talking about it. Girls use their body for money making. Girls do all kinds of things. And at the end of the day, they say, oh, God will forgive me. What do you have to say about that? Is it okay if we keep doing things that are against the right values and believing that God will forgive us?
No, it's not okay.
Why?
Because if you're doing a negative value and you keep on saying God will forgive you, God will forgive you if you continue. God is like a forgiving God. Yes, we all know that. But like you're always doing the bad thing, you're not doing the good thing, and you expect like you're saying God forgive me, God forgive me. It's not right. You have to change yourself like permanently, not temporarily. You can't be like
Does it affect our future?
yes, like negative value obviously affects our future because we can't go anywhere with negative value.
Yeah.
So if you continue like that, you won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You will just remain in like a sport or in a lesser sport than you are.
Then you
But
should
if
be.
you have a positive value, you obviously go far. You reach the stars.
Yeah. Blessing, do you think so as well?
Yeah, sure. That's
Amazing.
true.
So let's talk about Nigeria, because we live in a country where we hear news, we hear things happening every day. They say, oh, this person stole money from so government. They awarded this contract, the person did not do it. And it all boils down to what? Values. So what do we have to say if we are to advise the government of Nigeria? What one value will you tell people, Nigerians, not just the government, Nigerians, people watching us, what one value would you want them to begin to cultivate to address such issues?
I think it will be self-respect. Because if you respect yourself, you respect others. You wouldn't be greedy, because I feel like what is happening today in Nigeria is also in the lineage of greediness. Sometimes you just forget that they have people to take care of. They are meant to represent the citizens. They are meant to represent the children. They are meant to represent the parents of this great country, Nigeria. So I think they should stop being greedy. Remember to have self-respect, because the way you treat yourself, that's the way you're supposed to treat others. Treat yourself well, you treat others well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So Victory, when is the best time to practice your values? When people are watching or when people are not watching? Yeah, because I know that sometimes, there are times you don't feel like, oh, I beg this value thing, make we take break. So when do you think is the best time?
Okay. The best time to practice your value is when you're alone. Because if you have people, you can just be deceiving yourself. You still have that negative value in your heart. Because they're not there, you will not want to steal. But with yourself, if you want to steal, you will steal. If you don't want to steal, you will not steal. You are proving it to yourself. You know by yourself that, oh, this is how I am. But when people are around, you're just deceiving them and deceiving yourself too, because you still have that mind of negative things,
Yeah.
of saying, of doing nonsense. But when you're alone, you have to do it by heart.
Okay. How about you, Blessing? What do you think?
Well, I think the best time to practice values is when you're alone. I mean, what you do inside determines your outside. They will say in Nigeria that it's not about the facial beauty, it's about what is in your head. So when you're alone, what you do, that good things you do, you will still take that practice outside, because you already do it when people are not watching. If you like, you're doing charity, you do it when people are not watching. When people are watching, you won't remember that that's what you do, because it's already in
Part of
part
you.
of you. You just do it because it makes you feel good. It's the good thing to do. You do it to feel comfortable. So yeah.
So we should do it. We should practice our values. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
We should practice it when people are watching and when they're not watching. And you're saying that the best part is even when people are not watching, because that's when you walk in those values into yourself, so that it becomes a second nature to you. Then when people are watching, it's so easy. You're nice, you're kind, you respect yourself and all of that, because you already do it privately. That's so good. Victory, what value from your family or from your culture matters most to you? Like you've seen something, maybe your mom or your family do this thing very well, and you know that this I like it and I'll always do it.
One of the most important values that my parents normally do is respect. They always respect their elders and they expect their children to follow that. You have to respect your elders, and not only your elders, you also have to respect your mates and even your juniors, because respect is a really, really good thing. People think good of you as you're respecting. So I've seen my mom being respectful to people around her. I've seen my dad being respectful to people around him. So that is one of the most important most important value that they portray in my family.
And are you making a commitment to also pass it down to your own children?
Yes.
Respect. I think it's very good, because if we have a society where everybody respects each other, we'll have more sanity. We'll not have mad people around disrespecting others. So that's really so cool. How about you, Blessing? What one value stands out for you in your family?
My mom, she has so many values. I'm even confused. Can I say two? Am I permitted to say two?
Well, okay, go ahead.
I think my mom is very hardworking. Like she likes to do an excellent job, and I'm really striving to learn that from her.
Okay.
She, whatever she does it accurately. She always tells us to work hard. Even this morning, she told us that you have to work at your young age so that you not suffer at your old age. She says, if you work in the morning, in the evening, you will not suffer. You will see food to eat. So she does a very wonderful job. Excellence is one of our core value, and hard work. She strives really hard to provide, to take care of us, and she always says, if you work hard, you won't go out to beg. So yeah.
Wow. So a hardworking mom. I'm sure that a hardworking mom will not produce a lazy girl. So you're not going to be lazy, right?
No, I'm not.
Amazing. So parents, this is also a cue for you to know that your children are watching. Look at, they're able to remember the values that their parents always hold at high esteem. So it means whatever you're doing, good or bad, they're watching and they're going to copy it. So you want to model the right kind of values so that by the time they pick it up, you can be sure that they're on the right track. Thank you so much, Blessing and Victory. But before I let you go, pretty themselves, can you look into the camera and speak to our audience? One advice you want to give girls concerning their values. Let's start with you, Blessing.
Well, every girl out there, I think you should always remember that your values are your compass, and your value is your foundation. Remember to go forward. You always have to remember that you have values that lead you, that guide you. Don't neglect them, because if you neglect them, you fail. So yeah, keep to your value and stay strong to it.
Beautiful. Keep to your values and stay true to it. Okay, Victory, let's hear you.
To every girl watching this show, I just want you to know that your values are your superpower. They build you, and they do everything for you in your life. That what they make you to do the right thing. They make you do the right thing. They make you succeed. So stay true to them and respect them, because they are going to make you be the amazing girl you always want to be.
So if you want to be an amazing girl, stay true to your values. And that's how we bring today's episode to a successful end. Thank you so much, Blessing and Victory, for coming on the show today. Had a good time with you, and I hope you will come again if we invite you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And if you're watching to this time, make sure you're sharing the good news. Tell people that over here, we're empowering girls to achieve greatness. Yes, right here on G3, coming to you from the tables of UTV Africa. And I remain your host, Precious Flourish Define Chuku. Thank you for staying with us. Bye.